California's supervolcano, the Long Valley Caldera, has a massive lid that causes swarms of earthquakes, and that's a good thing according to what scientists are claiming. A dormant supervolcano in California's eastern Sierra Nevada mountains sets off the occasional earthquake swarm, but new evidence suggests it's simmering down. A shuddering supervolcano in California is simmering down, not ramping up, thanks to a giant lid that is covering its magma reservoir, new research finds. The Long Valley Caldera in the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains, basically it's east of San Francisco. Now, the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains have been unleashing earthquake swarms on a regular basis since 1978, raising concerns that it might be a risk of erupting. That would be a big deal, as the caldera was created, it had its last super eruption, geologists claim, 767,000 years ago, with an explosion that released 156 cubic miles of ash, enough to bury Los Angeles a kilometer deep in dust, 0.6 miles in dust. Can you imagine? A new study published October 18 in the journal Science Advances, however, finds that the volcano's piping hot reservoir is covered with a layer of cooled, crystallized magma-turned rock. The researchers found that as the upper layer of the reservoir cools, it releases volatile gases in bubbles and burps that cause earthquakes in the ground to inflate, and the ground inflates, which suggests that seismic activity in the area is not caused by an impending massive eruption. The author of the study, Zogwen Zhan, says we don't think the region is gearing up for another supervolcanic eruption, but the cooling process may release enough gas and liquid to cause earthquakes and small eruptions. He's a geophysicist at Caltech Seismology Laboratory. Now, basically, Long Valley looks just like Yellowstone. It's got geysers, it's got fumaroles. Now, some of the Long Valley Caldera tremors are quite dramatic. For example, in May 1980 alone, there were 4 magnitude 6 earthquakes in that region. And Zahn said, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, the caldera produced earthquake swarms between 1978 and 1983, between 1990 and 1995, in 1996, and between 1997 and 98. It also triggered a series of quakes around 2014 and 19, though at a lower rate than during the earlier swarms. There are 2 possible reasons why the Long Valley Caldera might make the Earth shake. One is that magma is moving around the subsurface, which would raise the risk of future eruption. The other is that the process of cooling the caldera's magma chamber is setting off liquid and gas that rises and deforms the ground. To investigate which is responsible, Zahn and his colleagues used an earthquake monitoring technique called distributed acoustic sensing. This method involves laying out long fiber optic cables to sense even very small earthquakes. Over 12 months, the researchers detected more than 6,000 tremblers. They used these waves to create images of the subsurface, much like an ultrasound uses sound waves to create pictures of internal organs. The result shows that the less hazardous hypothesis for the caldera shaking is the most likely. A lid of crystallized magma about 5 miles below the surface covers the cooling magma reservoir of the caldera, which is largely situated around 9.3 to 12.4 miles deep. And though this structure does not preclude the possibility that magma will move to shallower depths in the future, the suggestion that the caldera is calming down rather than gearing up, they suggested. The researchers next plan to use more cable to get better images of the magma chamber itself, further delve into the question of whether the caldera will ever pose a danger to Central California. And this is on Live Science by Stephanie Pappas. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.